In this video, I'll show you how to use all the features on the Blue Demon TrueView Pano version 2. This welding helmet has 3 auto darkening filters to give a full 180-degree view. The TrueView lens gives a very clear view of colors during welding as well. Let's start off by looking at the controls on the inside. The panel is divided into segments, with everything relating to shade, sensitivity, or delay grouped within that segment, both the readouts and controls. On the left and right, there are also buttons for the left and right filters. Let's change between modes. So there's a weld, a cut, and a grind mode. Let's select weld mode, and then in the shade box, you can change between manual and automatic shade. Automatic shade, the shade is set based on the light intensity, though you can adjust it to be lighter or darker for your personal preference. By pressing the auto manual button one more time, it'll change back to manual mode. In this mode, you can change between traditional welding shades 8 and 13. In the next block, you can adjust the sensitivity of the auto darkening helmet. You can press the low button to reduce the sensitivity, the high button to increase it, and you can also press and hold the low button to turn on a reduced interference mode, which won't flicker as much in high light environments. You can tell this is on by the picture of the light bulb that shows up in the display. Press and hold again to turn that off. You can also press and hold the high button to automatically set your sensitivity. It'll scan through each of the sensitivities, and based on your current environment and the light around you, it'll select one for you. Next, let's look at delay. This controls how long the shade will remain dark after you finish welding. By pressing the min button, it will reduce that delay, and the max will increase it. You can also press and hold the minimum button to turn this to an automatic mode as well. If you press and hold the max button, you'll notice the letter G appears at the right of the screen, which is a gradual mode, and that will cause it to lighten a little bit more gradually after you finish welding. On the left, if you press the left button, this shows the shade and the sensitivity for the left filter. In weld mode, it's fixed at a shade 10, and you can adjust the sensitivity, or you can cycle through to a grind mode. The right button functions in the same way. In cut mode, you can also adjust your shade to be lighter or darker and adjust your sensitivity. In grind mode, it is fixed at a shade 3. Above the lens, there's an additional panel. On the left is a charging port that accepts a standard USB-C connector. There are no replaceable batteries, it's just rechargeable. Next is a button for the included light. Now to turn this on, you press it once. Another press will set it to low. Press one more time to turn it off. If you press and hold, it'll flash a couple times and then be on. That's in a power save mode that will turn off during welding. The LED on the right will illuminate when you need to recharge your battery. Now for convenience, there are a couple buttons on the outside to control grind mode and the light. Let me show you how those work. The button on the right controls the light. Once again, a single press for high, another for low, one more turns it off, or you can press and hold to be in power save mode, which will turn off the light while the welding arc is on. On the left, you have a button for grind mode. One press enters grind mode, and another returns to weld or cut mode. Next, let's take a look at how to adjust the headgear. Rotate the knob on the back of the headgear to adjust the overall size to fit your head. Each of the other 3 straps that support the headgear can be adjusted by removing this pin and relocating it into a different hole like this. You can also adjust the overall tension up and down with the knobs on the side to be able to support it. In the center of each of those knobs is a button, and that allows you to slide the headgear forward and back to adjust the distance from the welding hood to your face. There's one more adjustment above that where you can squeeze this blue adjuster to change the stop or how low the welding helmet will sit while you're using it. To use a magnifier or cheater lens, you need to use the included retainer. This is a wire retainer that will install into 2 holes at the top like this, fold down over the magnifying lens, and then install into the clips at the bottom. Finally, let's take a look at maintenance and how to replace the lens covers on this welding helmet. All of the covers can be replaced on this welding helmet. The exterior cover is removed by sliding this clip downward on the inside, allowing the retainer on the outside to be removed. With this removed, you can remove the cover and the retainer on the other side. With the new cover in place, you can secure it on one side, wrap around to the other, and reinstall those retainers and the clip by sliding upward on the inside. The rear lens cover is flexible and it's held in place at the four corners, so it can be removed just like this and reinstalled by sliding into those top corners and then securing it at the bottom like this. Covers for the side filters can be replaced in a similar way just by securing in those bottom corners and tucking in the top. Okay, well that's how to use all the features on the Blue Demon TrueView Pano version 2.